Hello and welcome to the devotions for the 3rd of January. I apologise if you're one of those people who like to read them first thing in the morning. I have been looking after my 3-year-old grandson and this has been the first chance I have had to record anything. So, Happy New Year to you all. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas which hasn't been spoilt by COVID at all. Thinking about Christmas, I'm going to ask you a question. Don't worry, it's nothing deep and profound. What's your favourite film to watch at Christmas time? Doesn't have to be a Christmas film, but something that you always watch at this time of year. When I was growing up, it was always The Wizard of Oz. It hadn't been Christmas if we hadn't watched The Wizard of Oz. And then there's been Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was always a favourite too. But over the years, the films have changed as I've got older. Although saying that, most of the films that we watch in our house tend to be rather old black and white classics. We've also watched The Great Escape this year. We've just been watching The Train. We've watched Genevieve. But the film that I tend to watch most at this time of year, and it has a Christmas theme to it, is It's a Wonderful Life. The story of George Bailey, who does have a pretty wonderful life, even though it hasn't quite gone how he had expected it to. But then sadly, things happen that are outside of his control and he faces ruin. So he decides he wants to end it all. But he has a guardian angel in Clarence who rescues him, and although George is quite happy to be rescued, he still wishes he'd never been born. And Clarence grants him that wish and shows him what life would have been like for all those people that he knew if he had never been around. It takes a while for George to quite understand what is going on as he meets people who haven't got a clue who he is. Because as Clarence said, you don't exist. And the difference to people's lives because George didn't exist is immense. We sometimes don't realise how much our own lives touch other people. Those that we live with, our extended families, our friends, work colleagues, the mums outside of school when we're doing the school run, even down to the person behind the checkout in the supermarket. We can never know how we affect people. But sometimes just a smile and a quick hello, how are you, can have the most profound effect on somebody, especially if they're having a bit of a down day themselves, or they've maybe had some bad news which they haven't shared with anybody else yet. So next time when you're out and about, I know it's a bit awkward when we've got masks on to always know how somebody's feeling just by looking at their eyes. But next time you're out or you're meeting with people, just think about the effect you have on their lives. Maybe in the past, you've maybe known them a long time. Maybe they're fresh acquaintances and you can help them in their futures. The other part of the story of George Bailey is the fact that he gets a second chance at life. He realises the big effect he's had on people and he wants that second chance, and he says, please God, let me live again. And he does go back. He doesn't care if he's going to get arrested or go to prison, he just wants his life back. And all those people that loved him and appreciated what he did for them, all rally round and save him from that life in prison. As Christians, we're given a second chance when we come to know Jesus. It might not be quite as obvious as it was for George, but being able to rely on Jesus and the effect that he has on us helps us to make that good effect on other people. Before Christmas, I shared the story of Papa Panov as how he was looking for Jesus and actually missed him because Jesus comes in disguise. So look out for him. Look out for Jesus in the people that you meet this year and have a positive effect on them. God bless. Take care, and I'll see you soon.